From the National Weather Service in Raleigh, it's Nick Petro with your routine Thursday weekly briefing for Central North Carolina. And this briefing covers the period today through the 23rd of June. So let's, like I typically like to do, let's start with what's going on right now. And here is current temperatures, satellite, and radar. And look at the beautiful conditions over the Carolinas and Virginia right now, and beautiful temperatures too. Definitely 75 is feeling pretty good outside under sunny skies, and really, really enjoying it. We should climb into the mid to upper 80s. So very seasonable, but just another kind of gorgeous day. And I will point out that dew points are still holding in the 40s and low 50s across a good portion of the region. So that's really the what makes it especially nice is when you see dew points that low, and you can clearly see how this program here, GR Earth, color codes it. This kind of tan, dry color versus the greens, 60s and 70s dew point, which represents higher humidity. You could see how there's just a really nice air mass over the region. If you're at the coast, it's a different story because of the proximity to the water. But generally speaking, over Central North Carolina, feeling pretty good today. I will go back to temperatures because I want to point out a few other things. Look at the extreme heat over the Four Corners and Southwest region of the country. And the other thing I want to draw your attention to is something we pointed out on the Monday briefing, and that's here over the Gulf of Mexico. And somewhere in this area that I've highlighted here with the circle, there's not a circulation right at the moment, but there is some disorganized showers and thunderstorms that are trying to organize. And the National Hurricane Center is keeping a close watch on this. And I believe there's going to be some reconnaissance from Hurricane Hunter aircraft later today. And, we'll see what happens with any potential advisories later today for the Gulf Coast region. But this is going to be our weather story come late Sunday night into Monday, because the steering currents right now and over the course of the next 5 days would basically have this system moving north and then northeastward after the moisture in the system comes ashore. So anyway, that's what we're going to be talking about. But first, before we get to let me show you this slide right here, because just again a reminder that it's the remnants from this system that may bring us some rain early next week. Other than that system, there's really nothing else out in the Atlantic right now. Nothing else in the 5-day graphical tropical weather outlook from the Hurricane Center. So here's the pattern, and high pressure remains over us. Nice weather today, kind of comfortable, seasonably warm. But once that high slips offshore, then we're going to really get the heat machine going. And so I've got the second bullet there, dry weather Friday and Saturday, but increasingly hot. In fact, we could see heat index values exceeding 100 come Saturday, with high temperatures in the mid to possibly even upper 90s. So be careful out there this weekend if you're going to be doing any outdoor activities. Make sure you have lots of water with you. Drink that water and try to seek shade or just stay inside in air conditioning if you can. And then in the bottom left, there's the early next week panel. Remnant rain, that is, from the weather system now in the Gulf of Mexico will lift northeastward across the Carolinas early next week. The rain may move in as early as Sunday, probably Sunday night, but most likely to occur on Monday. And you can see the little L there right over North Carolina, believe it or not. And that depiction would suggest that the center and its rain moves through. Good news is it's moving pretty quick. I don't think it's going to be a slow mover. So any rain from that system should be in and out of here over a period of 36 hours at the most, probably. Right behind that, on its heels, will be a cold front that will sweep across our region on Tuesday. Now, there'll still be plenty of humidity and moisture in the air behind that system on Monday. So that'll help to, that front will help to give us a few additional showers, maybe some thunderstorms on Tuesday. And then finally, the next area of high pressure will dry things out during the middle and latter parts of next week. So another nice kind of stretch of weather late next week, kind of like what we're seeing right now. So we'll have that to look forward to late next week after getting some much needed rain. All right, now how much rain? And this is specifically for Sunday through Wednesday. So this encompasses both Monday's remnant rain from that system in the Gulf and the front. We're looking at about 1 inch to 1.5 inches, maybe 1.5 inches to 2 inches across the coastal plain, I-95 corridor, and across southern sections of central North Carolina. If I just generalize this and say it's a 1 to 2 inch rainfall maker, that's the way things are shaping up. Okay, so this will hopefully put a dent in the drought because, we are currently a big portion of central North Carolina and eastern North Carolina is experiencing abnormally dry, moderate droughts. So hopefully this will put a big dent in it. Not so sure at the moment that it's going to be enough rain to really eradicate it altogether, but it should put a pretty good dent into it. Now, always keep in mind that when you're getting 1.5 to 2 inches of rain over a period of 36, 48 hours, if several bands train, then that could set up a localized flooding potential as well. So that's going to be the main concern with this system on Monday. Okay. All right, and this kind of alludes to the same points I was just making. Very little, if any, rain through the next 3 days, and then all in all, over the next 7 days, maybe 1 inch to 2.5 inches, and the 2.5 will probably be the exception. Those will be very localized locations. Most places should see somewhere in the 1 to 2 inch range when you add up 7 days worth of rainfall. All right, now this excessive rainfall outlook from the Weather Prediction Center only covers the next 3 days. Only goes through Saturday. If this went through Monday, I bet you we'd be highlighted as a marginal for flash flood potential. We'll wait a few days, and I bet you as we head through the weekend, we'll see our area being highlighted in this product. All right. The SPC's severe weather outlook does go out through late next week. And you can see not really any severe thunderstorms expected in the next couple days. That's good news for us. And then as we look to the further out in time, the 8 to 14 day outlook, courtesy of the Climate Prediction Center, shows temperatures, the odds favor below normal temperatures and above normal precip are favored in that 8 to 14 day outlook. All right. So kind of putting a wrap on this briefing, dry and seasonable weather today, dry but increasingly hot Friday and Saturday. Look at those readings there at the bottom of the page. On Saturday, especially high, 97. So, with increasing humidity as well, that'll push heat indices over 100 for sure on Saturday. Okay, so then after that, then we turn our attention to the system in the Gulf. Remnant rain from that system will lift northeastward across the Carolinas early next week. And we could see that rain move in as early as Sunday, but most likely to occur on Monday. And then we have a cold front sweeping across the region right behind Monday's exiting weather system. So look for another rain opportunity on Tuesday, and then finally drying out again behind the front during the middle and latter parts of next week. In terms of our hazards, again, be careful when outside on Saturday due to the heat. Heat indices will exceed 100 degrees, so be sure to seek shade and drink lots of water if you're outside on Saturday. And quite frankly, tomorrow as well, we're going to be in the low 90s tomorrow. So I think that applies to both days. And then periods of rain are possible late Sunday into Monday. Isolated and localized poor drainage flooding is possible associated with any of the heavier rain bands. Okay, so I would suspect that over the course of the next few days that we will be doing briefings, single slide briefings, maybe multi-slide briefings as needed. Probably first to highlight the heat over Saturday, and then I'm sure we'll be sending out some slides, briefing slides to address Sunday and Monday's wet weather. So look for that, and certainly we'll do this briefing as usual Monday morning, where we'll get you all caught up on final rainfall amounts from that system and the weather for the rest of that week. But certainly we'll be doing briefings as needed and as warranted. So be sure to keep track on our webpage at weather.gov/Raleigh, because all of our briefings are always posted to our webpage. And also for those on our email list, be sure to check your email periodically as we head through the weekend. Okay, so that is our Thursday edition of the weekly briefing for Central North Carolina.